Welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're diving deep into the much-anticipated new version of Luce Nocturne in P5X. Thomas, the article we're discussing provides a full breakdown, from his kit to his best teams, and even a comparison with his older iteration. To start, can you introduce us to this updated character and his core function?
Luce Nocturne returns as a 5-star light attribute DPS, and his design is entirely centered around a very specific playstyle. He excels at stack and critical hit chances, applying crucial debuffs to enemies, and then culminating in immense burst damage windows. Essentially, he's engineered to be both a powerful wave clearer and a formidable boss shredder.
That sounds like a very focused damage dealer. How exactly does his kit facilitate this momentum-building playstyle that the article mentions?
His kit is tightly integrated. His skill 1, Quick Light Strike, is a low-cost, fast animation ability that builds crit rate with each use, making it ideal for initiating combat and generating stacks. Then there's skill 2, Radiant Break, an area of effect light slash that applies a critical vulnerability debuff. This debuff transforms his entire subsequent damage output into a potent explosion. His ultimate, Dawnfall Ascension, is where most of his power lies. It's a massive AoE burst that sees a huge damage increase when enemies are already affected by debuffs. Finally, his passive, Lightborn Chains, grants him a buff stack for every critical hit, boosting his next damaging skill. At max stacks, his ultimate's power truly becomes top tier.
So, the synergy between his skills is key. Given that, what kind of team composition does the article recommend to truly maximize Luce Nocturne's potential?
The article suggests a team built around enhancing his crit, extending those crucial debuffs, and ensuring his survivability. The core lineup includes Luce Nocturne as the main DPS. Then, Fuka serves as a vital buffer and debuffer, providing excellent defense shred and team-wide buffs. Aegis steps in as the tank and cover support, keeping Luce safe and significantly boosting his survivability. Lastly, Wind Awakened is recommended as a sub-DPS and extra vulnerability and syncing perfectly with Luce's burst rotations. This setup truly maximizes his crit stack uptime and elevates his ultimate's damage.
That's a very clear picture of his team's synergy. Moving to gear, what about weapons? The article states this is huge for his damage potential.
Indeed. The best-in-slot weapon is the Radiant Halberd, his 5-star signature light blade. It provides direct increases to light damage and crit damage, and crucially, grants extra vulnerability amplification on skill hits. At maximum refinement, his ultimate receives a massive multiplier, essentially making this weapon tailor-made for his kit. For players seeking a free-to-play option, Luminary Edge is a strong alternative. It offers solid light ATK scaling and a slight crit boost, proving reliable and easy to build, even if it doesn't offer the explosive potential of his signature weapon.
So the signature weapon really elevates him. What about cards? Which sets and individual cards best complement his burst-focused, crit-heavy playstyle?
He scales exceptionally well with cards that boost crit rate, crit damage, and specifically light burst windows. The top-tier set is Lightborn Fury. This set increases both crit rate and crit damage, and adds bonus light damage when attacking debuffed enemies, directly amplifying every facet of his kit. An alternative set, Piercing Radiance, boosts skill damage and adds a light DOT effect, which can be useful for maintaining debuff uptime in longer boss fights. For single cards, players should prioritize those with high crit damage multipliers, vulnerability extension cards, and any that boost ultimate damage or light element scaling, as these stack beautifully with his burst windows.
It sounds like a highly optimized build is necessary to get the most out of him. Finally, the article makes a bold claim that this new version of Luce Nocturne significantly better than his old one. Can you elaborate on why that is?
The short answer is a definitive yes by a substantial margin. The new Luce offers significantly higher burst scaling, more consistent crit uptime across his kit, and much better synergy with the modern units and mechanics of P5X. Furthermore, his dedicated signature weapon and the optimized card sets available now truly push him into top-tier DPS territory. While his old version was considered good, this iteration is stronger, smoother, and far more explosive in terms of overall damage output and utility. The article also noted that the old version suffered from long setup times that are mitigated entirely by the new kit's rapid stack generation.
That's a clear improvement then. Thomas, thank you for breaking down everything about the new Luce Nocturne in P5X. From his kit mechanics to his ideal team, weapons, and cards, it's clear he's a powerhouse in this updated form.
Fantastico! 完璧だ